Hey, let me tell you a story about Sarah, a girl who never quite fit in at Westbrook High. You see, while other girls wore the latest designer brands and perfectly styled hair, Sarah wore simple clothes from the thrift store. Her mom was a single parent, working 2 jobs just to keep food on the table. Every day at school was like walking through a minefield. The popular girls, led by Madison and her crew, would point and whisper. "Look at her shoes from last season," they'd snicker. "Did she get that sweater from her grandmother's closet?" The hallways echoed with their cruel laughter. Some days she'd hide in the library, losing herself in books to escape the reality of being the school's fashion outcast. The worst day was when Madison accidentally spilled her smoothie on Sarah's favorite white sweater, the one her mom had saved up for months to buy her for her birthday. Sarah ran to the bathroom, tears streaming down her face, wondering why people could be so cruel just because of what someone wore. But that summer changed everything. Sarah's aunt, who owned a small boutique in New York, invited her to spend the summer there. She taught Sarah about personal style, about how fashion isn't about wearing expensive brands, but about expressing yourself. Sarah learned to thrift shop like a pro, mix and match pieces, and most importantly, she found her confidence. When September rolled around, Sarah walked through those school doors transformed. Not because she was wearing designer labels, but because she had found her own unique style. Her thrifted vintage pieces looked like they belonged in fashion magazines, and she carried herself with a new kind of grace. Suddenly, Madison and her friends were approaching her, complimenting her outfits, asking where she got her clothes. And then came the invitation. "You should totally sit with us at lunch." Sarah looked at them, a small smile playing on her lips. "You know," she said, "I learned something over the summer. True style isn't about wearing what others think you should wear. It's about being true to yourself. And true friendship? Well, that's about accepting people for who they are, not what they wear." With that, she turned and walked away, heading to the library where she'd made real friends who liked her for herself, not for her clothes. The best revenge wasn't becoming what her bullies wanted. It was becoming exactly who she wanted to be. And that's how Sarah taught everyone that fashion isn't about fitting in. It's about standing out by being yourself.